everyone, welcome back to my channel Blink Shop. I'm your crafty host Priyanka. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. I do adult coloring pages that are made by my illustrated by my mom. I do coloring on those coloring pages, so I can show you a new illustrator that you can purchase the coloring pages from, and all those coloring pages are available on my Etsy shop, and that link will be in the description if you are interested in purchasing my mom's coloring pages, adult coloring pages. Apart from that, I do a short review on the colored pencils, and recently I have started doing swatch with me and color with me on camera. Not too much, just a little bit, but I have I have started it recently. So currently we are in the 4-part series. We are now on the 4th video, the last part, for the 36 colored pencils. Each colored pencil set is 36 colored pencils. So here we have the Artist Loft colored pencil from Michaels. That was a set of 36. This was Sivo colored pencils. That was a pack of 36. This one down here that I did a couple of days ago, this was the Timeless Creations by Crazy Art colored pencils. It was also a pack of 36. And then today we are going to color in this flower. And then today we are going to color in this flower here, and we are going to use the Liquimark Color Therapy colored pencils, and I found them at Dollar Tree, and they were $3 for a set of 36 colored pencils. And it says it's a Liquimark Color Therapy colored pencils, perfect for adult coloring books. So I did show you in my previous, on the first video that I did, that I had a set of 10 colored pencils, but those were for kids. So these are specially for adult coloring pencils. So I'm really excited to see how they work. The last colored pencil, if you haven't watched that video, I would definitely encourage you to check out that video. The link, I will post it up here in the corner, and you definitely want to take a look at it. I was highly disappointed, and you can tell from my coloring that I didn't do a great job, like, because I did a lot of effort in these two up here, but this one I didn't do a great job, and you would see if you watch my video, you would know why. So now I'm trying not to be I'm trying not to be discouraged, because I was upset with this colored pencils, but now I'm going to start working on the Liquimark color pencil on this flower today. And before we start coloring the flower, I'm going to do a swatch for the colored pencils with you guys. So let me put on the camera on stand, and then we'll get started. Alright guys, so I have my swatch chart prepared here, and I have already gone ahead and wrote the name, the pack off, and I've already written all the names for all the colored pencils. So we just have to jump right in and start swatching, and instead of me spending time writing after every color, I always do this just to save some time on camera. And a lot of people know I usually don't get to sit at one go that many times, so that's why. And and then one thing I forgot to mention earlier is that if you are my subscriber, and if you have watched my videos, previous videos, thank you so much guys for supporting me. I am a fairly new channel, and I would greatly appreciate if you guys subscribed and consider subscribing if you enjoy adult coloring videos, and if you want to look at something different, like some new illustrations and stuff like that. I would highly encourage you guys to please subscribe and support me. But I am really happy that you guys have already all of you who have already been watching my video. I'm really happy, and I'm really thankful for you guys. So yeah, I am happy that, even with very few as 32 subscribers, I am doing good with the views, and I am very happy that you guys have supported me, and I'm really, really, really thankful. And if you are a new if it's your first time here, And if you are interested or if you like my video, please do consider subscribing. It would mean a lot to me. And also don't forget to leave me a comment down below. I am always waiting for you guys to comment. So yeah, that's about it for the subscribing thingy. But right now I'm coloring these, and I have mentioned time and again that I don't believe in knowing how the colored pencils work when I'm swatching, because it's just a small space and you're not really blending or layering or anything. You might know a little bit about how the pigment works, but apart from that, I really don't feel it gives you much details about how the colored pencils actually work. As of now, these colored pencils seems fine. I am not complaining about them, but like my last video when I was okay with the swatching, and then once it came to coloring, it was really a very unpleasant experience. So I'm not like going to be telling you like how I'm feeling with this just by swatching it. So today is Monday. I am hoping to be done with the whole video by the end of the day so I can have it uploaded tomorrow. And hopefully I get enough time. Sometimes I don't get enough time. Like the last video got delayed a little bit and I had to post it on a Thursday because my husband cut his trip short. He was traveling from work, and he cut his trip short, and he came back home a week early, so all the plans changed. So yeah, it kind of got late, and I'm hoping that I don't want to make this video late, so I'm hoping I should be done coloring and swatching and coloring, editing, everything by tomorrow hopefully, and I should have it uploaded on Tuesday. Well, fingers crossed for now. I am not really sure if that's going to happen because things always come up for me. It comes up for everybody because life happens, and I am sometimes I really don't have no control, but nobody has control over how life throws lemons at you. We can only try and make lemonade, right? And not every time the lemonade tastes good. That's what I've learned from my years of cooking experience, that not every time I can make the exact same lemonade, even though I use the exact same measurements. Okay, so that's what life is, even if you have the same measurements. Sometimes, because of the flavor, how sweet the sugar is, how much, how much juice the lemon has, you don't know. So things have all different lemons have different can make different lemonades. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to speed up the process and finish up the whole colored pencils, and then I'll come back and we'll start coloring with the coloring the flower. Alright guys, so the four colors that I'm using to color the flower here are deep red, and bright red, light red, and maroon. Oh, sorry, here. So these are the four colors I'm going to use to color this flower here, and the rest of the flowers, this one and this one here, but I'm going to start working on this with you guys on camera. So we're going to take the light red first and start coloring at the top. And then we'll move on to the bright red. And then we'll finish it up with the deep red. So not putting too much pressure yet. Going back to the light red and adding a little bit of pressure and merging it with the bright red, and then just taking the bright red in and then merging the bright red. So the light red kind of goes on orangish. It's more orangish than the bright red, and then the bright red is more and then more like reddish. And then we'll just take the light red one more time and try to fill up. And let's take the deep red down here, kind of try to fill it up, and I hope it's picking up on the camera, and I hope I didn't mess that one out. And then we'll take the maroon and we'll kind of just color around the edges, just give it like a border. And it's not taking much of it, like honestly it's not layering itself on top of the color. I'll pressure it down and see if I can add a little bit of maroon to the bottom here, but it's not working that good. So we'll do the same thing with the other petals. We'll start with the light red. And then go to the bright red. Okay, so let's talk about how these colors are. And honestly speaking, these are better than the ones for the timeless creations, but I'm still not 100% sure if I really like them. Just gently, because even with the blending tool it kind of doesn't blend that much, but it moves the color moves, so that's one thing. Unlike timeless creations, they don't just stay stagnant, they move a little bit. So I definitely can like do a little bit of blending, okay, with the blender tool, because I had left some white spot here, but when I blended it, it kind of moved and hit the white spot right here. I'm just going to take the bright red again, no, light red, and then just add a little bit of pressure here. Okay, and that's how we are going to continue with all the petals around. So I'm just going to continue. I'm trying to go lighter and then go darker in at the second layer, so that I can make changes a little bit on how much space I utilize for one color, because sometimes I feel that I tend to lean towards the darker shade. And then I'll just take the blender tool and try to blend it a little bit. I mean, at least it's blending, and it's, you can see a little bit of layers on the color. sorry if you are hearing cartoons in the background. My son is watching TV, and he is he was actually not watching TV for, I think he ended up watching TV right now. He was doing some other stuff and like running in and out of the bedroom and stuff like that. And now he decided he wants to watch TV. When I decided to shoot my video, that's when he wants to watch TV. So I'm sorry that you can hear background volume. Okay, and then go back again with the blender tool a little bit and just try to blend it a little bit. And then just add I had to tell my son to lower the volume because it was kind of like making me talk on a louder tone. And then he says, "Oh, you're talking loudly." So I'm like, you know what, might as well tell him to turn the volume down. So yeah, these colored pencils, let's talk about them. These colored pencils are not really that bad, and for $3 at Dollar Tree, I mean, what much do I expect out of a Dollar Tree item? But these are doing a good job. Like, not, they're not like absolutely amazing, but they are not like, you can't just say that, you know, they are not worth trying, you know. And I don't know if I'm going to use these colored pencils uh, for the projects, but you never know, you know. Sometimes you just want to do something, and these 36 colors are really, like, I like the shades, like they have varied shades. And also for I didn't although I showed you guys, for being a $3 colored pencil, they also have the name of the color, which is really good. You know how big I am on the on colored pencil having names. So that's one thing that I really like, that they have names on the colored pencil, because sometimes when you buy like really expensive ones, they also don't have names on them, and that's kind of hard sometimes. So yeah, I'm that's one thing that is good, that it has names. um, the shades are varied, and every color has at least 2 to 3 colored pencils of that shade. So that's good too, because then you can do like the light dark tone or something like that, you know. You can add dimension to your coloring page. So yeah, seems decent for $3. I mean, $3 plus tax was not a big amount to be paid for these colored pencils. And I don't know, I haven't seen them lately at Dollar Tree. I had been there a couple of times last week. I didn't see them, but so in my area we have like $4 trees, and I had only seen these in $1 tree. So that is also, maybe they're out of stock now, and then with COVID, it has just been so hard to even get your hands on certain products. Like we were actually looking for those sheet protectors that you get at Dollar Tree. I think they were there around like back to school time, and then I don't know what happened. They usually used to carry them all year round. Now I think it was just back to school season, or they are not going to get it back again. I'm not sure. But after back to school, I have not seen those protector sheet come back. And we went to like at least $6 trees before we eventually realized that they might not be bringing it back. So yeah, that was a huge disappointment, because you got like 16 sheets for $1, which is enough for to last you for a couple of weeks. If I do like 3 pages a week, it would last me a week. So yeah, I was kind of disappointed, but then I went to Daiso Japan and I ended up finding it was a pack of 30 sheet protectors for $1.50. So now I have a new place where I can find the sheet protectors. So yeah, but Dollar Tree definitely are not carrying sheet protectors no more, and I did not see them. I did not see this liquid mark at any other Dollar Tree. If I do see them, I will definitely let you guys know. But I haven't seen them, and once the stuff is gone from Dollar Tree, it's gone. That I have learned it in all my years of shopping at Dollar Tree. I've learned that if you see something at Dollar Tree, you might as well buy it. And if you think you're going to use it if you're going to use it a lot, might as well buy extra, because once it's gone from Dollar Tree, it's gone. It never comes back. Like there are so many things that I purchased for the kitchen and a lot of things for the household, and now you want to get it again and you never find it at Dollar Tree again. So it's yeah, so if Dollar Tree is like, if you find it, you buy it, buy it in bulk or buy it as much as you need, or if at least to last you a couple of years or 4 5 years down the line, before you might you might want to change them, or buy new ones, because it's hard once the thing is gone.
I just wanted to look.
So yeah, and these colored pencils, they are not hard on my hand. My wrist is not hurting, which is a good point, because last video my whole arm was hurting, my shoulders were hurting. So yeah, this one is a good. Yeah, so I'm sorry I went silent because I was kind of trying to figure out what I want to do with this one. And my blender pencil. And a little bit of darkness here. And sorry, my son's kind of he's turned off the TV again, and now he's gotten into some mischief. So my head is like in two places, like what is he doing and if he's going to get hurt or not. So that's why I'm kind of like not like talking too much, because I'm worried he's going to jump off and he's going to fall and he's going to get hurt. So I'm paying attention on him, and I'm paying attention on coloring. So having a boy child is difficult, and I know a lot of women who have raised boy child or are raising boy child. No, it's hard work. It's something very difficult, especially them getting hurt. That's the biggest thing. It's so hard for them to not get hurt, They're so careless about it, and they don't care. They really don't care. And if you can see it is kind of blending right here, so it's not a completely giveaway colored pencil. And my son decided to take away my blender tool, so I am using this full blender by Karen Dash.
It's a blender pencil which is broken.
So I'm going to start using my Karen Dash blender, full blender. And thank you. As you can see, I don't use this much. My Prismacolor is my favorite, and I keep using that all the time. And sorry, I just got distracted. So anyways, he gave me back my blender tool, so now I'm okay with it. And it doesn't take him much convincing to, give back my stuff. It's just that he is always so intrigued about it that he needs to touch it. And I'm not even sure. I'm sorry. I think what I did is, I think I got cut out of the camera, and I'm really sorry about it. I hope I didn't go out of camera. Okay, so one more thing that I'm noticing now that is that one more thing that I'm noticing right now is that these colored pencils, they, even though they are they're not that bad, they kind of don't have that much pigment. Like they're kind of dark, but they are not like popping. They're not popping, and they are not. They're not popping that much as it should, but they are not as bad as I was thinking they would be. Like for $3, they are doing pretty decent job. I'm just trying to dust off the color from here with my eraser. Okay, so one more petal right here left, and I'm using a blender tool for that, which I don't know why. And yeah, so like I was saying, it completely covers up in 2 layers, but they're not that of a very bright colors, or very color, or the colors that pop and make your picture stand out. They're subtle colors, and they don't I honestly don't have to put that much pressure on it, but then I can't do more than 2 layers. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of things going on in that, and I am still not sure if I really like them, or am I just liking them because my last color pencils were really bad. Like I don't even know, like, if I really like them because I like them, or if it is because my last colored pencils were a disaster and I am not sure, But apart from that, it's blending though. It's blending, it's layering a little bit because I'm using such a close tone colors. It kind of doesn't show that much, but it definitely is layering, you know. So this is how it looks like, the whole flower. Not the whole flower, but the petals of the flower. And then for the center, I am thinking that I'm going to do this. I'm going to take the maroon and bright red, and then I'm going to start with the bright red down up here, okay, and then work on with the maroon. So I don't want the bright red to come up too much. I want the maroon because I don't want the flower to kind of merge in here. So that's why. And I'm not... Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do bright red here. And then pick the maroon. Okay. Then do a little bit of... layer up the red. And then add the maroon right here. And make it darker. Okay, and then for this too, I will do maroon on the top, and then the bright red at the bottom. Okay, and then we'll take the maroon again and kind of put emphasis on the maroon, and then add the bright red, a darker coat. And I hope that this is working, and you can see it on camera. Like I mentioned in my last video, that I have to work upside down because apparently my camera is in a position where it doesn't take the bottom to it doesn't zoom in on the bottom too, and it just zooms in on the top too. So it's hard, and that's why I'm working upside down. Okay, so this is how it looks like, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to color the center maroon, just plain maroon, and then I want to color the bright red for this, just flat color for bright red. And then I'm going to take the deep red and then just color this right here, deep red. And I'm just going to color the deep red like flat out. I'm not going to do shading or blending or layering. Just going to color a solid deep red. And this is how my flower looks like. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up these two flowers and then come back and show you the calyx and the leaves and the branches for the flower. Alright guys, so here is my completed fourth flower, and I had to finish it off camera because I didn't get a chance to shoot it, and also I kind of just finished it off camera because there was a lot going on, and then I didn't want to ask everybody to like keep their volumes down and not not make noise and stuff like that. So I just ended up finishing up off the camera, and this is how it came out. And what I can tell you about these colored pencils is one thing from the swatch chart that I was making, and I said that they are definitely better than the Crazy Art Timeless Creations. They don't work like so good, like they're not like amazing, they're not like perfect. I mean, no colors are perfect, but they are not perfect either. The when you blend, they kind of blend together with the blending tool, but it's a little bit a harder challenge. And if you blend a little bit more, you can see there's some lifting here. So it does lift. It has a lot of shavings that come off when you blend, so it kind of messed up my paper here, and I think somewhere here you can see on the edges, you can see all the shavings that kind of, I tried to take them off and lift them up, but it kind of messed up my paper. So it was a lot of shavings even here, like here. I don't know if the camera is picking up, but let me just zoom it in and show you guys up here, somewhere around here, if you can make out. It's kind of a little bit reddish there. So it's not perfect. It's not really something like you will enjoy them, because they do like layer and they do blend a little bit here and there, but it has its own flaws. Like, it's not that great. Obviously I don't have to, like, it has good pigment, so I don't have to like force myself to color. It was a very smooth coloring process. I didn't have to like hurt myself to finish this coloring. So that's one point that I was very upset with Timeless Creations. And but they don't layer as well as the Sivo or the Artist Loft. Artist Loft was smooth, it blended well. Like, if you can see right here, this blending which I did with the blender tool, it's really smooth, smoother than even the Sivo ones. You can still see a little bit of paper down there, but the Artist Lofts were by far the best with blending and layering. They were amazing, and they were under $10, which made them even better. But let's get back to the Liquimark colored pencils. And Liquimark did good job because they were only $3 and you find them at Dollar Tree. So we are not expecting that much. We don't go into the colored pencils expecting a lot out of it, but it did justice to the price, you can say that. But it does not compare to a Sivo or Artist Loft. So I can say, like, they were better than Crazy Art Timeless Creations, but they were not as good as Sivo and Artist Loft. So it's kind of there, it's not like it's something that I would pick again and work on with if I'm just doing like solid coloring, flat coloring, like just one color. If I'm not layering and blending, I'm just like wanting to color for some time, I would definitely pick them up, because they do work well and it doesn't hurt my hand. So it's definitely good if you are on a budget, and if you have any issues with, like, with carpal tunnel or arthritis or something, these colors, they don't hurt, they are really good. You don't have to force the pigment out. So that's that. One more thing that I really liked about these colored pencil is, even though they are only $3, they have their names on the pencil. So that makes it really, really, really good that they have the colors named and I don't have to sit and number the colors. So that's one thing that I really liked about it. And yeah, so that's about it, guys. I mean, for this colored pencil, that is it. We will go ahead and review the, we'll do the rating, and I will get my gold gel pen out, and I am going to give it a 3 star. I'm going to give it 3 stars, just cause first of all, I didn't have to work hard with it lives up to the price. Okay, I didn't have to work hard for the pigment to flow, so my hands were not hurting. So that's one more thing. It had name on the colored pencils, so that was great. And then the variety of shades for each and every color was great too, because they had more reds. I think they have four reds compared to Sivo colored pencil. It only had one red, so that also gives it a plus point. Like the shade variation you can see here, like they have three yellows, two oranges, four red, three pinks, um, three purple, no, actually four purple and violet, around five blues, six blues actually, then six greens, two colors for skin tones, then three browns and gray and black. So it has a whole variety of colors, and that's also a plus point in such a small pack. So really happy with how they turned out. I would have given it a 4 star if the blending would not have done. Like it blends, but it lifts up sometimes, and it also makes a lot of it also has those shavings a lot, and it kind of spreads on the paper when you try to take it off. So that's the reason why I took off the 2 stars, or else I would have given it probably 4 star. But that is one of the main reasons I felt that it needed more help with blending and layering. So yeah, and now let's figure out my most favorite and my least favorite. So you already know that my least favorite is going to be Timeless Creations by Crazy Art, and that is because you guys, if you haven't seen that video, I will have the link in the description or up in the link right here. And you already know I was not happy. My hands were hurting, and I just colored it for the sake of coloring and finished it up. So that was my least favorite. My number second my first topmost would be Artist Love. Artist Love did amazing justice to the price. Like it was only $5.99, and it did a great justice. The blending was good, the layering was good, the color variety, the smoothness of the text, like smoothness after blending, it was amazing. The pigments were great. So the Artist Love, definitely all winner. I really enjoyed it, and it was amazing. And I think I will definitely buy a bigger pack for the Artist Love colored pencils if it is available. I'm not sure yet. Number two is between number second one between Sivo and Sivo and Liquimark is definitely going to go to Sivo, because again the blending was better and the layering was better than definitely not as good as Artist Loft, but definitely better than Liquimark. But again, if you compare the price, this was only $3, and Sivo I got it for $5.97 or $6.97, and currently it's out of stock everywhere. But if you do look up the price online, the last price sold at certain websites was $6.99. So around that price point, so it's almost half. Liquimark is almost half of what Sivo is, and it did put up a good fight, and it did do a great job. But I think Sivo ultimately takes over Liquimark, and price point Liquimark always wins because it's a Dollar Tree item, and what more do you expect from a Dollar Tree item? So yeah, guys, that was my 4-part series, all completed and all done. And now you know my most favorite one is Artist Loft. I would recommend this one, buying these colored pencils because they were amazing. And yeah, so and stay away from Timeless Creations. They're expensive. I think they're $9.99 for 72. That's not that expensive, but still, stay away. If you have seriously, if you have any issues like with your hands, stay away from them. Okay, so that's about it, guys. One more time, I will let you know that this coloring page is available on my Etsy store, and the links will be in the description. You get a PDF file and a JPG file for this one once you purchase it. and it's an instant download. And then you will also can find the swatch chart PDF and JPG file instant download on my Etsy store, and again the link will be in the description. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and this series. Do leave me a comment which ones were your favorite colored pencils, or if you have tried any of these 4 colored pencils, please let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to share this video with your friends and family, and anyone you know. Just share this video who would enjoy watching adult coloring videos. Please do share with them. And also, don't forget, consider subscribing to my channel if you're interested in adult coloring and in watching short reviews on colored pencils, and watch a new illustrator make adult coloring pages. So yeah, if you're interested in that, please do consider subscribing and hit the bell button so you get notifications for all the new videos I post. Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye.